What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. Today, we are watching episode 2 of The Haunting of Hill House. This series already has got off to a massive bang. I love absolutely everything about it, from the dynamic of the siblings to the things that we don't know about Hill House, to the fact that it keeps flashing back and forth, and that's exactly what happened in Usher, and it was absolutely amazing. Things that we know so far. Well, we know that Nell is dead. In fact, she went to the house. Apparently going back to the house is bad. I would assume so if it was haunted and they had all this traumatic stuff that happened there. But she's dead now, given that absolutely terrifying final scene with Steven. Like, that was crazy. I also love the dynamic between Luke and Steven too. I imagine Luke is going to have this different relationship with every single sibling based on how badly he burned them. But to go from what we saw in the past with Steven and Luke in the treehouse and how they're best friends for life, and more than that, they're brothers, to Luke sullenly giving back the things that he took from Steven's apartment after breaking into it and saying this isn't what it seems like, and Steven just saying, good, off you go. Like, that is just so heartbreaking. That's the point that I'm trying to make about Mike Flanagan's work, is that he gives you the horror, he gives you the jump scares, he gives you the suspense and the not knowing what's around the corner or what's behind you, but at the same time, he gives you the drama, he gives you the emotion that makes somebody like me want to stick around. It's just so captivating. It's almost addicting. Like, I want to know more about these characters, and they're so rich and already, like, pretty, you know, not as fleshed out as they're going to be, but you know a good deal about them for the most part, except for Theodora. We don't know too much about her, but I imagine we're going to learn more about her in the next few episodes. I'm interested in seeing how the mother plays into it, because the mother's the only one that's dead. And not only that, the mother, they apparently to the father, is the reason why they left the house in the first place, because they said it was a suicide, but I call bullshit. So nobody ever just commits suicide in any of these things. I know, at least I know enough to know that. We mentioned a few allusions to the book. I'm interested in seeing anything Shakespearean pop up, because the book actually has a lot of references to Shakespeare. Phrases like present mirth hath present laughter, or in delay there lies no plenty. And I'm interested in seeing if they give little head nods to that. Other than that, the story is pretty different. If you are interested in hearing the audiobook of The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson, good news for you, Chapter 1 just dropped. The first half of it is here on YouTube, and then the full version is on Patreon right now. You can see everything else on Patreon that I have going on there. I invite you guys, please join the family, join the community. Let's see how creative we can get. Now, a couple weeks back, I had asked you guys to analyze a short film that I had done with a friend of mine and see if you can put a story to it, or put a reason why this character in this film was here, or what her motivation is. And a lot of you guys reached out, and the two people that I wanted to give a shout out to the most were Punky Jew, thank you so much, and Cheryl John 7541. Both of you had such rich, elemental reasons for this character, from her motivation for being here in that place, to the reason why she's painting, the reason why she's drawing, and it was so unbelievably creative, and I couldn't thank you guys more. There are going to be more like that to come, both on here and Patreon, so guys, please stay tuned, make sure that notification bell is on, and make sure you join the Patreon family. If you like this video, guys, I urge you, please, as always, like, share, comment, and subscribe. hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Share this with as many people as you possibly can. We are growing this brand. We're trying to get to as many subscribers as we possibly can. 500 is the next goal. We're almost at 250. Our goal is 500. So even 300 by the end of February would be great. So please guys, share, and promote this brand, because the more we promote this brand, the more we support local artists and promote creativity as a whole, and God knows we need that right now. With all that said and done, this is The Haunting of Hill House, episode 2. Let's get into it. Let's see. Gummy worms. The stout out of gummy worm. What the? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Nellie's in the red room.
Choo. Okay, you're just not gonna respond to him? 3:03. There's something about this time. It must be like a witching hour or something. Maybe something that happened there. I don't know. What could happen at 3:03? I mean, 3 o'clock in the morning is like the witching hour, isn't it? I think, right? The only thing I can think of is just something that happened. And I was wrong in the last one because Luke felt it at 12:03, but he's on the West Coast, so that makes sense that he's like 3 hours behind. Or would it be 4? Eastern, Central, Mountain, Pacific. No, that would be 3. Yeah. All right, I can snag one last gummy worm before this intro's over. It tastes like shit. Why am I still eating this?
And she still sits on my bed. Even though
This kid has to go to therapy now.
her fingers were purple, she did have teeth, and she did not have hair.
Again, kid, you are not making the case. Oh, God, kid.
And I don't want to see her in the open castle.
The open casket. I understand, Max.
Oh.
I'm gonna fix her. That's
Yeah.
what I do.
Yeah, kudos to people who are in this job, because I could never do that.
First, we
Oh,
bath,
man.
make sure she's clean and
Ah.
soft.
Literally, it's just what I'm saying. Oh, I don't actually know what I've never actually seen what they do,
Finally,
but
I take
this is, oh, God. That's a transition I could do without. I've seen transitions where there's like a pool of blood and guts, and then next somebody's eating like a bowl of chili.
this is our forever house.
That's some nice work, Mom.
I design them and
Daddy builds them.
Sounds like fixer-upper.
I see a family running to a dinner table.
That's nice.
All 3 directions. This dining room is the heart of the house.
Heart of the house for me is the kitchen, because I'm a man who loves to cook. Carbonara, that's my favorite thing. Everything Italian. I'm a big Italian cook.
Needs to breathe, needs light and flow, and it all works together to keep us safe and healthy inside.
Oh,
I don't
Until
see
now.
any of that.
When you're little,
Which is my room.
that's where you'll be.
boo. Don't like it. Do the other one.
Shirley. Nellie, I told you I'm too old for tea parties.
Oh, Nelly.
Will you please have a tea party with me?
But I have to finish working, I'm afraid.
Oh, come on. Have a tea party with your daughter.
How about we play outside?
You're not going to be young that
I guess. How
long.
about a tea party outside?
You can play outside until dinner, but when I flash the porch light twice,
Time to come home.
that's the rule. Nellie, let me hear you say it.
Porch light means it's time to come home.
Okay, go have fun.
They really emphasize that porch light rule. Little Luke playing with something, some
Good, Luke?
little doll.
Uh-huh. Lights flash. Time to come home.
All right. Yeah. That's confirmed. Oh, what the hell? You're just gonna wave? Wow, that is a beautiful house.
You stay close now.
Is that a real house? Like, where is that? Of course. Why wouldn't you have a graveyard in front of a house? That makes sense. Oh my
Oh.
god.
Hi.
What, just a bunch of, like, just a box of wild cats. I'm more of a dog person, but they're pretty cute. That's pretty cute. Yeah. What the? Oh!
Come here, Cheryl. You gotta see this.
Oh. What
It's
is
okay.
that?
It's okay.
Is it okay though? Because nothing in this house ever seems okay
It's a
now.
wasp nest.
Shaped like a face?
Built it around this.
Scare the shit out of me.
We can't just leave them here.
Yeah, take them.
Dogs.
No dogs on the property.
Well, sure there are. The kids have been hearing him at night. They've heard him every night since we got here.
I couldn't say. The missus and I, we don't stay on the property after dark.
Why?
Come on, Mom. I told you I wanted to be Daredevil.
Oh my god, the transition again.
More fun when you get to be creative instead of just buying whatever.
Nope. Nope, kid wants that.
Can't you just decorate that to look like Devilman? Or
Devilman.
whoever?
Oh, she sounds just like my mom. That's like every kid though. Like nobody wants to make their own Halloween costume until you're like older, and then it's kind of fun maybe. I was a pilot, and my dad made a plane for me out of cardboard, and he spent like weeks working on it. I put it on, so massive and everything, and then I walked up to the first doorway, smacked into the door, cried, and took it off, and never wore it again. I feel bad. I feel so bad now, because I'm gonna be that dad that does that for my kid, and that kid's gonna fucking wear it.
You're giving stuff away at cost, below cost. and
Only for special cases.
more than half.
No way.
More than half of our intakes last quarter were special cases.
Hello.
It's got to be hard as a funeral director with people like in their most emotional states, not like trying to do everything you can to help them and give them something a little extra, because dying is expensive.
Thank you for dropping these by. They'll be really helpful.
Okay, what's going on with her?
Your wife definitely helped, but
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, hey, who are you? See somebody from the past? Did say ghost was a memory.
Did you ever connect with Mel?
No. But
Yeah,
Steve
I mean, you're
checked
never
in
gonna
with Luke.
now.
He's fine in rehab.
No. How many is this for him?
I don't know. I lost track.
Yeah, he burned him bad.
On the
I
phone,
get
you
it, though.
said he had insurance.
Right. We thought so. You told us so. And this morning we tried to get the info.
It had lapsed a few months back.
Without an insurance policy, it's $6,000 a month, and we do recommend a 4 to 6 month commitment
I'm sorry, did you say 6,000?
a month. That's right.
How the hell do they expect anybody to ever pay that? I understand that you have all of the resources that somebody needs to actually heal, but like, I'm gonna go into a rant. I feel like I'm gonna go into a rant. These essential services for these people, you have to decide between that or like your rent. It's
We're all set.
and on top of that, this being his first time, he burned them.
Urine analysis.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he looks terrible.
He can do it. He's gonna do it.
That's tough. That's tough. And you want to support them as much as you possibly can, but it's draining on your bank account. Oh, that looks so good. I haven't had dinner yet. Oh,
I don't know. I kind of like the Captain Lame mask.
It's all yours.
he put lame on it.
Be like a cool Aunt Theo.
I'm not.
That's cute.
You're finishing the Brussels sprouts.
You're on fire today, Mom.
Watch it, Captain Lame.
Damn, kid.
Piss.
Jaden.
Bad Aunt Theo.
Weird. Solo account. His name's on the checkbook. I don't know. It's probably nothing. It's just weird.
Can I have cookies and milk for dessert?
Did you eat all of your food?
Yes.
Or is it on the floor behind you? Because of great Aunt Theo. Fancy milk.
There's 5 of them like there's
Oh.
5 of us.
You know, it's for like a few seconds in these transitions. I don't know like what time we're in. I'd be so scared I would like hurt them. Wait, can cats have other animals' milk? Or is that not a thing?
What?
Oh, Jesus.
Why are you banging on the wall and calling my
Okay.
name?
Oh.
What do you want?
No. Oh. Oh, no. Oh. Is that a growl? Oh, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. Oh my god.
Hey! Hey, what's with the screaming?
It was so loud, how could you not hear it?
Alright.
I believe you.
Does he sleep like that? He just sleep in his pants and shirts?
Pipes.
Pipes.
Hot water pipes.
Yeah, no, it's not pipes, man. It's not pipes. Pipes don't growl at you.
It's over now, right? It's over.
Oh!
Thanks.
Why? Why?
It's Nell. She's dead.
Oh.
Shut up.
She killed herself.
Who told you this?
Dad called me.
Well, he's wrong.
I saw.
No. He wouldn't know.
She wouldn't.
That's crazy.
She wouldn't call him.
I think Shirley trying to rationalize everything. We're gonna see all the stages of grief.
I told you. I told you she was in trouble. I told you to find her. I told you.
And to know from their father, I don't ever want to know as a father what it would feel like. Oh, is this Shirley's first encounter with death? Is this what we're seeing?
Wake up.
This whole episode really is about Shirley.
She was a very special cat. She deserves a special place to rest.
Oh, it looks like the box that the guy came for the grandma. Is that why she was staring at it? Yeah, that makes sense.
You know how when you take one of your pictures, you capture something forever? Stories do that too. When we die, we turn into stories. And every time someone tells one of those stories, it's like we're still here.
And just like that, I have Hamilton stuck back in my head. You're no control, as you die, who tells your story.
This kitten grew up in a tool shed and my room. I think she was the one I called Jasper. She was a good
What is that thumping sound?
She's alive.
What?
She's alive.
Oh my god.
Look, I know this is hard.
She is.
You can't see the movement on her jaw?
Okay, I'm right here. It's okay. Yeah.
Oh! Oh my god. Oh, now to this.
I don't think it's a good idea.
It's the right thing.
Send her to Carlisle. They'll do a great job
I
there.
think it's a bad idea too.
Honey, let
Do
someone
what?
else do it. You need to focus on you.
She's my sister.
Oh, she's gonna do it? She's gonna get it? Oh, God. No, that's crazy.
Does he even know that she's dead? If he doesn't, that's on him.
Oh my God.
He missed her wedding. We're not gonna let him miss her funeral too. He has time.
She's really going to do it on her own sister. Oh, this is the grandmother, right? Of the kid who needs therapy severely.
Sweetie.
I get that.
Max, you can do it. I know you can.
I'm not a huge fan of those either. Can't imagine anybody who actually is.
I don't want to.
If you don't, you'll be upset later. I promise.
It's strange, like, that's just Western culture. We don't talk about death, or we do as if it's something that's not guaranteed, but death is the most guaranteed thing in this life. It's a little bit macabre, but that's because we don't talk about death. Oh. Oh, the same thing happened to her. God, and her experiences with death are literally why she goes into the business of helping people with death. And the funeral director helped her. So full circle. Is that their... Oh, that is her mom. That's a tough one.
In the time it will take me to explain to you what to do with her, I could just do it myself. So I'm doing her myself.
This is insane.
Yeah, it is.
Please.
It is insane. Like, how is that going to help you grieve?
I'm doing it, Kevin.
I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. I feel it in my heart.
I gotta go. I'm sorry. I just can't, sure.
She's so calm and collected when she's helping other people process the death of their loved ones, but I can imagine she's not going to be the same, which is why her husband was advocating to bring her to Carlisle's, because this is crazy. She doesn't even look like her.
What's your thing?
Oh,
Just
God.
remember how I
And
showed
back to the cute kid.
Are they still sleeping?
No. Oh my God.
No.
Is one actually alive? Oh. Oh, what the fuck?
That's what's happening, Steve.
Oh God, they're gonna show that part too. What the fuck is happening? Zombie cats now? That's what we're doing?
Steve, do you know what I'm doing right now?
Oh.
Elbow deep in our sister's chest cavity, pulling out a bag of her internal organs. That's what happens when a body's...
I honestly had no idea, like, this is what happened down there. But I'm mortified now. Like, what the fuck?
What about the little one?
We found it in a new home.
Why didn't you let me take care of it, or at least say goodbye?
We couldn't let you try to take
that's a
care
good
of a pet
point,
who was
I
so
guess.
sick.
Just tell me.
Just
Why would you give away the last one, the only one left?
Oh my, alright.
It's not
alright.
fair.
All right.
It's not fair. Stop it.
It was pitch black. Like fireworks, but black.
Wow.
And it hit me like a...
I feel like we're planting some seeds for some future psychosis or possession.
Would you have said you had to go to the woods and put this sick little kitten out of its misery?
Oh.
No. Of course
Nope.
not, but
You let her keep a box of diseased kittens in her bedroom.
But on the bright side, she's a funeral director now, so. Oh! What? Whew. I can't believe they're showing all of this. Nope. Okay. Who the hell was that? Is that... Oh, it's her kids. This show has got me so conditioned to think that everything is a ghost.
I won't lie to you. Any questions you have are completely normal.
It's nice. That's really nice.
I know you're curious about her, but this part isn't for people to see. Go pick your favorite picture of Auntie Nell from one of the albums. I can hang it at the funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's nice. I feel like those kids are gonna have an interesting relationship with death too. It's way too quiet.
I'm so excited.
You're gonna look amazing.
And these transitions are heartbreaking. Some are like scary. These are just tough.
What is it?
Who's that?
Hey.
Oh, it's
Hey,
Luke.
I didn't know if this
Oh
was...
man.
Hell,
What?
hold on.
I'm fine.
Oh man, he looks like death.
I just wanted to make sure that I
He looks terrible.
Look at me. You're high.
No, I'm not.
Showing up high to your sister's wedding.
Guess who they called when you ran away last week? Today's about Nell.
Yeah.
Do you get that? This is her day. You're not
Come on, Shirley, though.
her day, Luke.
But it's like, just have him stand in the back, though. Like, it's her twin.
I just really want to be here for her.
You should have thought about that before you put the needle in your arm. What's the cap? 20? 30? Here's 100. You can shoot up the rest. I don't care.
Wow.
I'm done.
Like, I would say that I'm shocked, but I've heard dozens of stories, like a carbon copy to this. And he takes it. That's the worst part, is that he takes it. It's not that he shows up high, it's that he takes the money to leave.
I'm sorry.
No. Oh. Oh, God. Can that please be it? Maybe this wasn't the best idea then.
You fixed her.
No, that's what I do.
And thus began her illustrious career. Wow. It is commendable, I will say, though. Oh! What the hell is that? Oh, hell no. Oh. Hi, Mom. Oh. Oh, I just stubbed my fucking toe. I honestly, like, I haven't been saying much, but I'm just so captivated by this show. I don't know. I just feel for this family. Like, they've put each other through so much already. And oh my God. What does that even mean? So that was The Haunting of Hill House episode 2. My head is spinning right now with all these ideas as to what that last scene actually meant, where her model home flashed the lights twice, which means come home. I mean, we know that now. I mean, they literally said it 3 times to us. Who's coming home? What is home? Where is home? Why is home? Why come home? Why come home now? Is that the same kind of sign that Nellie got to come back to Hill House? Maybe Shirley's getting the call, maybe Steven's gonna get it, maybe Luke, maybe Theo. That would be insane if they all started getting a call to come back to the house. Like the house was actually talking to them in some like nefarious way. That would be crazy. This episode had a lot of Shirley. Shirley was the focal point of this episode, kind of like Steven was in the last one. There was a little bit more introduction with every single other character, other siblings, but this one predominantly had to do with Shirley and how Shirley has grown up to process death. Obviously, being handed a box of diseased kittens by her father traumatized the crap out of her, but then she came to peace with death, or at least came to terms with how to approach death through the funeral director. Thus, again, sending her on a career path straight to become a funeral director or a mortician. I don't know if those terms are different or the same. I didn't even know what they actually did until seeing this episode, which, my God, I understand that it's fake. I've seen sets where the stuff has been fake, but the ability to make that stuff real, like, kudos to the props master, because, like, holy shit, I was about to throw up. Or when they were pulling back Nell's head and sewing up her brain, like, no thank you. No thank you. I don't care if it's fake. It looks real to me, and that's all my brain needs to know. I'm waiting to see Luke's story because I know that it's going to be very, very interesting because his relationship affects everybody else's. The only other person whose actions really affect the others seems to be Steven right now because of how he told the stories of the rest of the children and their experiences in Hill House. Whether he's exploiting it or not, you know, that doesn't matter. A few of them feel like it's exploitive, but maybe not so much as Shirley. But Luke's story affects everybody, whether it's Nell's wedding, whether it's, you know, Theo defending him to Shirley and Shirley putting him down, or sending him off to say that, hey, I don't care if you shoot up heroin, but don't do it here. Don't be at this wedding. Nobody's expecting you. Here's $100. Go shoot up the rest after the cab ride. That's... Again, I would say that would shock me, but I've heard worse stories from people and their families addicted to heroin. It's just such a sad ride down. And like I said, the sad part isn't that he came to his twin sister's wedding high. The sad part is that he accepted defeat, took Shirley's money, and left because getting high was more important than his sister's wedding, than fighting for his sister's wedding. I feel like his episode is going to be tragic and heartbreaking. It's probably going to make me tear up. But Shirley has a few skeletons in her closet too, because we're pretty sure we saw a memory or a ghost, whoever that was, who was sitting on her couch in her office lounge funeral home area, raising a glass at her. Just like Steven said, a ghost can be a memory, a ghost can be a wish or a regret. We all have ghosts, we all have skeletons, right? And the point of the future is figuring out how we mitigate that, how we deal with our demons, how we deal with our past regrets and our ghosts, and how do we live with them? Do we push them down? That doesn't usually ever work. Writing characters like this is one of my favorite things to do because this is a sheer example of wants versus needs. What they want and what they need, that's what defines a character. And so the character with the want and need, usually the wants and needs are different. They can be similar, but usually they're different, and that's what creates the conflict. Is that the character, for example, is going so far with their wants, they say they want affirmation from their parents that they're doing well in life, and that they keep looking for their parents' validation and validation and validation, and they never get it. But what they've needed, and what they've needed all along, is to find out that the only validation that they need, that they're doing successful in life, is from themselves. That's their need. The conflict in the plot of the story comes from the fact that the character is going for what they want, but not getting it. They're not getting it, and they're not happy because they're not going for what they need. And by the time the third act rolls around, they should be realizing that what they want isn't good for them, but what they need is. So here, what they want is to deal with death in a healthy way, but they try to repress it, they try to ignore it, they try to act like whatever happened at Hill House didn't happen, or they try to push it down and repress it in some sort of coping mechanism. But what they need to do is confront their ghosts, because as we see, pushing our ghosts down does not work, because our ghosts are everywhere. Hence Shirley's ghost on the couch. If I'm completely wrong, I'm completely wrong, and I've just been rambling like a babbling mess for the past 10 minutes for no reason. This is a bunch of bullshit. But I think that I'm not. I think that this is a ghost. This is a ghost that we have to deal with, and that's where the needs come from. I feel like the theme that I've noticed is that we have ghosts that we have to figure out how to deal with. Ghosts that are returning because we thought that we dealt with them, but we haven't. And now it's time to do so. But it would only make sense if they started dealing with their ghosts at the end. If they started dealing with their ghosts in the healthy way in the beginning, there would be no story, there would be no plotline. There would be episode 3, and that would be it. So I don't think that the story will come to an end by the end of the next episode. So I feel like we're gonna see more conflict with them trying to go for their wants and repress death or the memories or their ghosts, and deal with the repercussions because of it. We've seen this so far with Shirley. This has been an unbelievable episode. Good jump scares. The dad with the long mouth and the open mouth looked a lot like what Luke's drawing looked like. We saw the blue girl. I'm pretty sure her name was Abigail, right? Yeah, Abigail. Little tiny things planted, and now we're seeing how they're dealing with the death of their sister. Now, is their sister the only one that's gonna die, or is it kind of like a starting call? Like, we're starting with the youngest, like a weird family Final Fantasy, or like a weird family Final Destination? That would be fucked up. But again, the writing, the cinematography, the transitions are there. They're always there. I love them. I can't get enough of them. I should just do like a compilation of Mike Flanagan transitions. That would be really cool. I love this episode. I love Shirley's backstory, because she's so cold and calloused now, despite being calm and caring when she has to be. But we see where it comes from in her inability to deal with death other than helping other people, but maybe not so much being able to help herself in the way that she helps other people. I don't know. That's my take on it, at least. That's it for episode 2, guys. Chapter 2 of The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson audiobook is coming out soon next week. I'll be coming out with more interviews as well. I have a few lined up. Please, if you like this video, guys, I urge you, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Again, promote. We're trying to get this brand as big as possible. You guys have been doing so well with it. All your comments and your discussions and your feedback, I appreciate all of it. Thank you for being with me and being on board for this creative ride. I couldn't have done any of this without you. Next week will be episode 3 of The Haunting of Hill House. But until then, from one artist to another, stay creative, and I'll see you guys again.